It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see the veteran Julio Jones. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Colts and the Patriots, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. Things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they come in right at 500, looking to get that win to bump them back above 500.
This game means a lot to them because of what you just talked about. When you can bump yourself over 500, it's a lot of optimism in your building as you move forward in the season.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here come the Patriots now on offense. Former Heisman winner leading them out, the 2-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Throwing on second down, Murray. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Murray now. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a man in his 23rd NFL season. Still doing it at age 45, Tom Brady.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of ways to maneuver him now beyond. Let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Throwing again on second down. Brady toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Partner, he got the DB on his horse on that play. He certainly sold like it was going to be a deep route before breaking it back on the comeback towards the sideline.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Kamara. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Second down and goal. Brady. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Cole Beasley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are on the board first here this afternoon. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. 1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. That's caught by Keyshawn Johnson. And he will have a Patriots first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. The Patriots at 1-7 now in the year. Whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. From the gun, Murray. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
Took on angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Showed some flash on the run, but he will be brought down shy of his 10. On 2nd and a couple, Brady. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with the run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
On play action, it's Brady. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack. Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner? So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady, he'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here's Murray. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Colts to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Gets around him. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important. They set the tone and showed that they can run the football. I believe they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
From midfield, here's Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Kamara up the middle. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 70 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this 1st half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Week 9 here in the National Football League. We'll have 9 weeks to go after this. We've got a couple of good matchups in prime time to wrap up the 1st half of the season. Tonight, Tennessee and KC in the AFC. And then tomorrow night, an interconference matchup. Baltimore and New Orleans from the Superdome. He's got him in, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Again, Murray will keep it. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge, you know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Brady now on first down. The left side completion to Jones.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
From the 39, Brady.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him the third down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Brady. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw.
And there's Manhurts, the tight end.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Throwing is Brady on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Into the red zone, it's Brady.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Again, it's Brady. And he'll just get rid of it. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
First down, Murray. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Murray, that's complete to Tony. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Now the 4th-round pick from A&M. This is Isaiah Spiller.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 34.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down.
Holding. Offense.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on first down is Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Holding offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now Murray. And a quick throw here that's complete. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Murray now. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyler Conklin, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Pats have cut it back within a score. That's just how they do it up, CB. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 13-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And the final act was the David Montgomery touchdown reception. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at about the 14. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Patriots ready to get the football back. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Murray's going to keep it again.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Holding offense.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Following the penalty, Montgomery. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Brady. And Beasley with it over the middle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now Brady. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. Check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. On now to a look at the next-gen stats for the Colts in that first half. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Murray now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Montgomery. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Forced out to pressure, gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. He'll take it at the 42.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And this one caught by Beasley. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Patriots 27-yard line.
2nd down and 3.
Here's Kamara off the draw. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A 5-yard gain.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards.
15-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Brady. And it's caught.
And the Colts are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Brady now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Patriots get the football back. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Murray fighting, lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Read option, here's Montgomery. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 29, Murray. Open man here is Conklin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Off the option, here's Montgomery.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
Oh, nice move.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 72 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Read option. Here's Montgomery.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is caught. Touchdown. Demir Bird, 26 yards.
Patriots are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw to the defense. They had no answer for that right there.
Now the point after try for Santos. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Colts set to take over here offensively. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Brady going to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he finds Beasley complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
That throw by Brady incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Brady got his man there complete to Gallup.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Brady.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Holding, offense.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Brady.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Strategy there, Brandon, 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And that is no good. And that will keep this a 2-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
And now out come the Patriots.
Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun now for Murray.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Off the option, here's Montgomery.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a 1st down. Santos' kick is up and through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Brady. He hits Beasley right side.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw.
They'll go right back to Beasley.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Brady.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him now. time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Here's Brady to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quickly, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here are the Patriots to take over. Remember, right now they are on a 6-game losing streak, trying to snap that. And a good sign is they've got the lead in the football. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
On is the punter, Scott, here as he gets this one away.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Brady. And complete to Zach Ertz.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them attack right here on this play.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So defensively, they made the move to try and freeze out the kicker, but he steps up and he says, ice this.
And you talk about ice. How about the ice running through his veins? He just steps right up, calm as he can be, and drills it to give his guys the lead.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So the Patriots now down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. Well, their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Murray to throw. That's going to be caught by Tony. And some space here. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this one away.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now it's the Colts' turn, trailing by 5, 43 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Brady. Able to find Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw is Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's complete. Kamara. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Brady. Man open, here is Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. Now another timeout called for by the offense. Brady to throw. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 2. That time a 6-play drive.
And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone.
Well, this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us, because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So for Indianapolis, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year.
And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Meanwhile, for the Patriots, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.
She right got me.